Oh man, oh man, oh man. Good morning, everybody. Let's see if this sound is fixed. Apparently not. What the hell, man? What's going on with my sound alerts the past 2 days? What's going on, Frosty? Yes, this is the face. This is a face that has seen a lot. I've been to the void and back. Look at this. Look at this camera. It's so blurry. I count like every day that I stream, painting stream, and every day I do it, I'm like, I need a new camera. I need a new camera. And I know the one I'm gonna get. Oh, there, error occurred. Server token. What is that about? It's going to be the, please refresh. It's going to be the sound alert thing, bet money. I've never seen that before, but my sound alerts stopped working yesterday. Well, they were working, but they were like doubling up. Excuse me, man, my allergies are kicking in. Oh, drop it. Hey, hell yeah. What's on the hat? Is it just a hat, like a blue hat? I can't tell if there's a logo on it or something. Howdy. Howdy, man. Let's try this sound alert link. All right, now let's try it again. Bud Light box. I've seen those before. That's awesome. Not a Bud Light fan. Let me rephrase that. I will drink Bud Light. I'm not picky when it comes to beer. I will drink whatever. But if I had to buy a beer for my house, it's either Busch Light or it is Coors Banquet. Coors Banquet I usually reserve for me when my buddy comes and visits for the 4th of July. He comes every 4th of July usually, and he likes Coors Banquet, so we will do that. But I'm a Busch Light guy. I'm a Busch Light guy. I live in Nebraska, man. What can I say? What can I say? I just think, so for the longest time, it's cheap and phenomenal for the price. Like, you cannot find a better shitty beer than Busch Light. Ice cold, it's the best. It's like the most refreshing. I think it's only like 4% ABV, so it's like you can pound them in the summertime when you're doing yard work or working in the garage or whatever, and you're not going to get too lit and piss your wife off. Yeah, can't complain. The other thing is, for the longest time, I was like, I don't know why. Like, I was trying to figure out why I felt like it tasted better, right? Because I used to be a Miller Lite guy. I drank Miller Lite for years and years and years. That was my house beer, my go-to beer. I'm sorry, I kind of started today without like having everything set up. So when I switched over to Busch Light, I got Busch Light one day because it was on sale, and I drank it. Honestly, Bud Light Lemonade is your favorite yard beer. It's delicious. It's crisp, refreshing, tasty. What was I gonna say? Oh, so finally it was on sale, so I bought some Busch Light because I needed I needed quantity over quality. It was on sale, like 30 pack was only like $15 or something on sale. So I picked up a box of that to go camping, maybe. I can't remember. I don't remember. But anyway, and I was like, man, this tastes really good. It was like ice cold. It was delicious, and so I started. I'm like, this tastes better than like Miller Lite. Tastes better than Bud Light, like all these other beers. So I'm like, I need to go do some research. Went and started digging around in the Google, and I found out that Busch Light's primary grain bill is corn, where Miller and Budweiser is rice. So Busch has a tendency to have a more full-bodied flavor without being super heavy or whatever. And if you pour them too, I think it's the Busch or Busch Light has a slightly more yellower color than like Bud Light or Miller Lite. The more you know. Real talk though, I need to lay off the beer a bit though because I keep trying to lose weight. I've been lifting weights and trying to build my strength up again and build my bulk up again, kind of like I had in my 20s. But I love beer, and so like, oh man, I can't. I'm struggling burning off this fat. I'm building up muscle for sure. My lifts are going up, but I just can't lose the body fat, man, because I like beer and shitty food, like pizza, and cheeseburgers, and wings. And when you have wings, you have it like dip it in blue cheese dressing. All right, so we're gonna be working on another dwarf today. What's up with that error thing on my stream? Have you guys seen that before? Oh, I tried fasting and I couldn't maintain it. Especially once I started to go back to the gym in January. But I was fasting in the wintertime, like leading up to Christmas, to try to lose a few pounds. The intermittent fasting. I always found that I would just start eating like too big of a meal at night. All right, what is this? An error occurred. Server token, please refresh. I don't know what that means. Time to Google it. All right, so we go. We're Googling this. I have no idea. It seems to be a Streamlabs OBS thing, not Twitch. But you're seeing my stream, right? Just got that error. Yeah, it's sound alerts. All right, so we're just gonna hide it for now and just say sound alerts is down for this stream. All right, it's not Streamlabs, it's sound alerts, which is weird though because I have it live and refreshed. Whatever. Let's get painting. Let's get painting, man. All right, so the dwarf I did yesterday actually turned out decent, except for that I'm like half tempted to remove, like to take this little disc off, because it literally looks like he's holding a giant lollipop, like he's like ready to rock and roll some spells in Candyland. But that aside, he turned out really well. Like, I really like it a lot. And I'm very happy that studios picked that blue color because I never would have. And it definitely gave it, like, it was fun doing something I normally wouldn't do. And it looks cool. Looks super cool, man. All right, I think this guy is going to be, let's do like a dark green with a gold trim on the overcoat, and then his let's start there. So how's everybody doing today? Is everybody having a great freaking Thursday? Like it's almost the weekend, right? I don't even know what I got going on this weekend. A lot of garden work, I think. I got to get the garden buttoned up. Did all my starter plants yesterday. Well, I have starter plants that I started too soon. I'm trying to get ahead. Like I'm trying to get like this. I'm trying to get my garden to where I have plants maturing in like throughout the summer, so I'm getting fresh produce throughout the summer and into the fall instead of just all at once, like a chunk here and then a chunk here. So anyway, got more starters going yesterday, and then I'm going to direct sow stuff as well. So once I plant my starters in the actual garden, I'm going to direct sow seeds as well, so that way I can kind of just have like, again, a lot of produce coming through this season fresh. Oh, Glumanda fan, 1999. GG's. Hey, listen, I got to tell you, I should have put that up there. My sound alerts is not working. Let me see if I can't get it to work now. Is that error still popping up? It says it's loading. I don't like that. Yeah, still has an error. For whatever reason, sound alerts is not working. That browser source keeps giving me an error. So we are going to say, I apologize. I need to give you some, I need to figure it out and try to give you back your channel points. I'm terribly sorry. But I don't know why sound alerts is being stupid. Hey, that's okay. I hope you understood that. Well, what is your primary language? What do you speak? Sprechen Sie Deutsch? Hablo español? I literally don't speak German or Spanish. I just know those phrases. I lived in Germany for a long time, but I never never fully learned it. But I apologize. My sound alerts is not working. There's an error that keeps popping up. So I'm hiding that. Oh, you're from Germany. Awesome. Fantastic. I lived in the Rhineland-Pfalz area. Let's see. I don't know how to do it. Yeah, I lived in Germany for about 6 years back in the 1992 to 98, 91 to 97, somewhere around there. But welcome to my stream. I'm very happy you stopped by. If you have not followed already, please feel free to follow. You're always welcome here to hang out. Hey, shh, boy. We paint. I do play game. Ah, son of a bitch. Frosty, did you see that? Oh no, it was covered up. The paint was like. Oh shit! I didn't grab. Oh, I have some toilet paper right there. I can use. I didn't grab I didn't. The paint was like plugged up in the nozzle, and so the black shot out with just a little bit of pressure. See the aftermath. Yeah, it was covered up by my thing there. I just wanted to make it darker green. And now it looks gray. Too much black. Damn it. Alright, that's okay. We're going to put that in there. You know what? Yeah, I'm remixing for sure. I have some pots here of some Vallejo paints and can paint, maybe get a better looking green out of it. Maybe. No. Well, maybe. Might not be a bad color. We're gonna try to salvage some of this paint. I ain't remixing all of it, damn it. There we go, that's a little better. Still just kind of has like this almost unnatural looking color to it, but you know what? I like it. I like it. I think we'll use it. All right. Cheers, everybody. If you don't have a hot beverage, you should get one. I'm having coffee today instead of tea. So I had my my camper. I cleaned out the inside the other day, or like right before I went to Florida. I kind of went out there and cleaned it out because I thought we were going to go camping. Like the week before I went to Florida, I thought we were going to go camping, but the weather turned. Really bummed me out because it was like we were getting like really warm weather, and then all of a sudden it just got cold. This brush is shot, I think. But anyway, I went and I broke out the ladder, and I got like a long-handled, like extendable scrubby brush, and I put the detergent in the water in the bucket and blah blah blah. And I cleaned the camper. It was filthy from winter, all the snow melting on it. And then we've had some nastiness, some bad weather, this spring already, storms and whatnot rolling in and dropping stuff on the camper, leaves and bullshit, old leaves that never really kind of fell. But anyway, got it all cleaned up. Thinking about taking her out in the coming weeks. Get my fishing license and maybe go pan fishing, or fishing for panfish, I should say rather. Do some catch and eats. Thank you for that lurk there, Glum. Dankeschön. Frosty, you go fishing? What do we think about gold trim on this? Or like we'll do yellow trim maybe on the bottom there. I kind of did that on one of my guys before. Hey, paint question, Frosty. Do you ever water down your shades, like your ink washes and stuff like that, or do you just direct apply it? And I asked because I noticed yesterday when I was doing the shading, the wash on the dwarf on the blue, it like really darkened it up, almost to the point of like not being. I actually wiped a lot of it off and repainted it. And I'm just wondering if I water it down, like it won't be as dark, as heavy, and I can maybe spread it around a little differently, pool it in different areas a little more. I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? hand's like cramping up already. Don't break stuff. It's a good color. I'm digging it. It's almost like a, it's just a solid green, you know, like a, nothing fancy, just good old green. Oh yeah, the Twitch app is not being supported anymore after the 30th of April. That is, what do you guys know about that? Make sure you share those pictures, Frosty, in the Discord. But I don't know if you heard me. I was asking you earlier what you do you water your ink washes down? Do you thin them out with water? And the reason I'm asking is yesterday I felt like I had way too much. Right? Like way too much. Like the wash was like making the cloak on the guy too dark. And I'm just thinking that maybe too much paint in that water already. I'm just thinking maybe I should thin out the wash a little bit. I don't know. I was just asking what your thoughts are on that. Where you could pool it and move it around a little bit, and it won't be overpowering, and you could do a couple layers or applications of it even, and it won't get overbearing on the piece. Might try it with this guy. Damn it! Hit his arm. That's all right. We'll fix it. Looks like he's got like bracers on, like metal bracers. ODing on laundry, dude. I've been there. Doing laundry, I got you. No worries, no worries at all. In fact, I think we'll end up painting his bracers, so if I go over a little bit, I'm not too concerned because we're just going to paint those maybe a brown like leather braces. Maybe they're metal. You don't really see a lot of wizards rocking plate armor, but whatever. This is a dwarf after all. Maybe they're some kind of dwarven bracers that were passed down to his family. Moving in my computer and everything downstairs so not to disturb Minnie and Ms. Frosty while I game and stuff. And laundry room is right next to the desk now. My laundry room is right there. It's also where the utility room is. So in the winter time, the heat would turn on. You'd hear the fan. In the summertime, I'm sure we're going to be hearing that fan kick on when the AC kicks on. So it sucks if I'm doing laundry. You can hear it. It picks up on my stream. But this is the only area in the house I really was like able for me to set up and do this. So for streaming. One day I will have my own room or something. Hey, Kel is back, and thank you so much for that sub. That is your 8th month in a row. Wow. I'm honored. I don't know why I laughed at that. What's going on, Kel? We are working on another dwarf. This guy is a wizard. Hopefully he's going to turn out... The one I did yesterday, I'm not going to lie. I liked it. It was good. I just really... I really can't... I'm just not a fan of that. Looks like he's holding a giant friggin' lollipop, man. I mean, tell me that doesn't look like he's holding a giant lollipop. Looks like he's like, I have the lollipop. We represent the Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop Guild. The Lollipop. Yeah, Kel, you know. Exactly. My boy's coming down the stairs saying, lollipop, 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 lollipop. Ooh, my lollipop. Love lollipops? I'm not a big fan. No, I'm not. Don't tell me what I am and what I'm not. So I'm actually, I have like half a mind to like cut that thing off, that lollipop part off, and I don't know, maybe take another piece of something, and I don't know. I have some spell effects left over from my beholder that I didn't use, and maybe I should attach that to the stem and or the scepter or whatever and repaint it. But like, I'll never not be able to see a lollipop and think of the Lollipop Guild. That will be forever in my mind. I don't know how, when they do this, they expect you to paint the inside of some of these parts. So what are you up to today, Ashley? Working on more of your enclosure? Hey, buddy. Let's calm down over there, okay? Shh. You're going nuts, dude. You were going nuts. Yes, you were. He's at that point, he argues everything. You're just laying here, your tummy feels eh. Sorry to hear that. Well, I mean, at least you got some really riveting entertainment like my stream to keep you occupied. Keep your mind off your tummy. Just got it clear coated now? Nice. What about you, Cal? What are you up to today? Day off? The fabled day off. Yep. My day off too. It is. It's starting to. I had a moment yesterday, or was it this morning? Yesterday. This morning. I don't know. I was picking Eddie up and putting him in my truck. It was this morning because I cleaned my camper. I brought this morning. Put some music on. It was really warm out. I put the ladder out. I got like an extender brush and a bucket of soap, and I scrubbed my whole camper roof and everything all down. It was cleaning it. It was warm outside. It was nice out, and I was like, man, I'm very blessed and lucky that I get to do these things like any day. Like I could just be like, all right, we're gonna go clean the camper, or all right, we're gonna go camping, or we're gonna go do whatever. Now I feel bad because my wife is out there busting her ass working all the every day, especially right now. She's got that high profile listing she's working on. Crazy Whitaker's in the house. What's going on? What's happening? But anyway, I was thinking about it, and it's starting to it really hit me like, wow, I haven't gone to a formal job in like a long time. It kind of hit me like, what am I doing with my life? Just kidding. I know what I'm doing with my life, right? It's like I just said, I get to hang out with my boy outside, whenever. My daughter, when she's home from school, she helped me plant stuff yesterday. How's it going? Not too bad. Just getting ready to have some food. Been more of a chill day today. All right. What are you making? I shared it with some of my other friends in England yesterday. I made myself a full English breakfast. The only thing I didn't have on the plate, I did not have any tomatoes because I didn't have any fresh or canned tomatoes. So I just did mushrooms and the beans. I had black pudding, white pudding, bacon. I had sausage, eggs, toast. Did I say mushrooms? I had that as well. It was delicious. It is the best. You don't want to do it all the time, but man, I'll tell you what, when you get one, it's just like it hits. And I did not eat until dinner time. That's the kind of breakfast you make for yourself, and then you don't eat until evening because you're just filled up. I don't know, Whitaker's. I don't know if I've talked to you guys about it before, but like right up the road from my house, there's a store that's open called Chippy's, and it's a guy from England. I don't remember exactly where, but he's opened up this store, and it's all imported food items and some like toiletry items, some like different soaps and toothbrushes and toothpastes and whatnot. Tea. They got different preserves, fruit, preserves, clotted cream. You can get back bacon, haggis. You can get black pudding, white puddings, different bangers from different like manufacturers or companies, brands, whatever I'm trying to say. But we go there. I take my kids there every now and then, also because the guy that owns it is a big Harry Potter fan, and so there's like a lot of Harry Potter stuff in there, and so I'll take my kids in there and we'll get a butter beer and kind of hang out. And then I usually buy some like original cans of Heinz beans. That's where I get my Marmite from, because I can buy Marmite in other places, but I try to support local businesses. And it's pretty awesome. You support local business, absolutely. Absolutely. Now, he's supposed to attach to the stores. He's supposed to open up. He has a couple other store locations opening up. One over in Missouri and one in Iowa. I think. Over in Council Bluffs, maybe. And then he's supposed to start a restaurant, but he's not sure if he's going to do that now, I think, because restaurants are hard, They don't, like, over 50% of restaurants that open fail in the first year. Which is true. I worked in the restaurant industry for a lot of years. It's not an easy industry to be in, and especially when you're in a city like Omaha, like where I live, it's not very. There's a lot of competition, and so you got to be really, really on point in offering something. But the thing is, we don't have any like traditional English like restaurants with like traditional. Or should I say British food, right? From Ireland or Scotland or England. Like, there's none of that here. So I think it would be a success. We had one when I lived in Minneapolis, there was a place called Brits. Kel, I don't know when you visited, if we went there, let me know if we did go there, but that was good. Go there and get beer, imported beer or cider, and then have some Scotch eggs, have some shepherd's pie, some cockaliki soup, maybe if it's that kind of weather and you want some warm, good soup. They had lawn bowling on the rooftop. It's good place. I didn't take you there. You were only there though. I think you only visited for like not even a full week. 'Cause I remember you showed up. I remember we went to that one place. For the life of me, I can't remember what it was called. I just realized, don't drink that. That's paint water. Just realized my boy's been like sneaking stuff over here. There's like stuff piling up. Yeah. Oh yeah, Scotch eggs, the best. Love them so much. Like you cannot beat Scotch eggs. We'll have everybody know also that if you were on my stream yesterday, I did such a good job with eyes on that dwarf. I'm very confident in my ability to do eyes on this one too. So I'm very excited for when that time comes. Yeah, buddy. What? I don't. You're sad? Yeah. Why are you sad? Dude, if you gotta use your words. I don't understand what you're saying. Why are you sad? What happened? Was it the movie, the Ninja Turtles? I do a really good cottage pie at home, and sometimes I'll like. This is I'm probably going to get a lot of hate for this from my people across the pond there. Hang on, buddy. Hang on, buddy. What do you got? No, that's old. That's Icky. Icky. He's been a mess. Oh, dude, I got. Freaking... No. Go upstairs and get a piece. No, buddy, we're out. I gotta go to the grocery store. Remember? That's on the list of to-dos today. You find something if you want. Anyway. I don't remember what I was gonna say. Before I was so rudely interrupted by my son. I don't know, he just wanted... My daughter left her lunch pail down here from school, and there's an old, like, reusable Ziploc bag in there, like, reusable bag, with the crust of her sandwich that she didn't eat her crust. And, like, so he was like, I want to eat that. I'm like, man, that's from yesterday. It's been sitting down here. Please don't eat that. Pretty, please. Alright, so I think for his, we're not going to do, like, gold, but I have this angelic yellow that's a deep, like, marigold almost. Not quite. We're going to use that on his, whatever this shit is. And then we're going to have to do another coat of green on his coat. Another coat on his coat. That is looking really cool. We didn't know where to start. Where to start on what? On painting? I've had a few other people ask me about getting into painting miniatures. Kel, weren't you going to pick some up to paint? But WizKids, they make kits that come with all the paints you need and like 1 or 2 brushes and a miniature, and then you can go on YouTube or whatever and find like a guy like, or it's actually 2 ladies that I found that did my very first one was that dire troll, and I just sat and like followed along with what they were doing, and it's what taught me the different, like the dry brushing and the shading techniques and all of that give them miniatures character, that little touch that makes them pop. And my cousin also paints miniatures. He doesn't do fantasy. He does a lot of them for Fallout tabletop role playing. And so his are more I don't want to say it's science fiction, but I guess that'd probably be the best way to put it. Post-apocalyptic, you know. We've been thinking about attempting to try one day, as we have loads of miniatures with our board games. Yeah. 100%. Do it. Do it. I recommend. I use Army Painter paints. And the biggest reason I use Army Painter is they're affordable, a decent quality, and you can find them actually. You can actually find, they sell kits of them, and that's what I did. They sell kits of them with multiple different colors. They're about, you know, little bottles. This is a D&D branded kit, but it's Army Painter, and it came with a miniature and a couple brushes. And to get the paints separately, it would have been way more expensive. Reaper Learn to Paint kit on Amazon has 3 figures and a paint and brush and step-by-step instructions. There you go. You want some of these crackers? Okay. Here. We're gonna put them on this little plate, okay? One of my pallets. There you go. Don't spill them. Yeah, and I think the one I had too again was I think it's I don't know, Frosty, what are your thoughts on this? My cousin had different thoughts on it than I did even, but I feel like painting the larger like the monsters is a little easier to learn on than these little guys, because I mean these little guys are not easy always. They're not difficult, but every single one will have its different, you know, challenges, right? For example, I had done which one was it? It was the wizard with the fire that he's like this guy. So like this guy had like crazy amount of details on his shirt, like crazy amount of detail on his shirt. Like he's a wizard. Why does he need all these little tchotchkes hanging around his jacket, little metal chains and hoops and dinghies and whatnot? And you know, it was tough. It was tough getting it down just right. So like every single one will have its own unique set of challenges. And I feel like the monsters, the larger pieces, tend to be a little easier, and mostly because you just have a little bit more room to breathe, a little more elbow room when you're painting them, because they're not tiny, they're bigger, right? And some of the work you put into them, the bigger guys, the detail doesn't get lost. Like these guys are so small, it's easy to like be like, oh man, I put a lot of time and effort into doing X there, and like you can't even tell because they're just so small, right? Biggest piece of advice I can give you too, if you're going to get into painting miniatures, is to be very forgiving of yourself in the beginning, because you're learning, and just take your time and have fun with it. Play some music, you know. I mean, I literally started painting, and then I don't know what made me. I think it was when I was painting the Dire Troll and Whitaker's. And if you haven't seen that, I'll show you the Dire Troll. It was my first miniature I painted. That's the first one I ever painted, and I think this was the one that really, I kind of want to go through and retouch him back up, because I think I did some washing on him and it lost some of the dry brushing details that I had on there. But what do you need? What do you need? You don't like your crackers? You want more? Go bring your plate over here. But you know, looking at it now, I'm like, whoa, I would do this totally differently. Maybe I need to get another Dire Troll and do a second one, you know, and have a couple. because eventually too, the thing is, I want to be able to use these for playing on actual. Oh, there, you have some. Eat them. You don't like them? I don't know what to tell you, buddy. Now, my favorite monster I've done. The dragon turned out really good. If you haven't seen that one either, that one turned out pretty cool. It's a gold dragon. But I really love the Beholder. It's just such an iconic D&D monster, you know? But I want to be able to take these miniatures and put them on a table and like have my players interact with them, you know? Like that would be so much fun. Like you put all this work into these guys and then, you know, hopefully you get to actually play with them. Whoa, hey, turn that light on, please. Excuse me. Turn the light on. Edison, can you turn that back on, please? Please turn it on. Actually, that's not bad. Yeah. All right, we'll rock with this lighting. Exactly, Whitakers. You know, you put all this time and effort into it, and then to be able to put them on a map with your players. And I don't know if you were ever watching my streams or anything on Discord or anything at this time, but Kel he plays in a campaign I was running along with my brother-in-law and my cousin, and they each created a character for that game, and I painted them. I painted a figure to represent their characters, and I actually didn't have to send them. I happened to be in town visiting. I was able to give them to them. But cool stuff. Where's my paintbrush? That was probably one of the cooler things I've done. I feel like since I've been painting miniatures was getting to paint their characters and then actually give them to them. It was a fun campaign. It felt very rushed on the last session, but it ended in a fun place, and I really, really, really hope we get to play with those characters again. Brush priming? No worries. What are you doing there, Edison? Leave the switches alone and watch your movie. You're going to be taking a nap soon, bud. Yeah, you will. You're a little crazy today. You're a little out of control. I wonder if I can get away with dry brushing some gold onto these, because they have like this raised texture. And I feel like that'd be cool to get like some gold highlights on it. I would say do with a 50mm, or start with a 50mm model to start. Whoops, I put a word in there that wasn't there. And then start going small as you go, or get a small model without a lot of detail. Yeah, 100%. Because once you learn the different techniques that give detail without really having to be, you know, putting in like a ton of effort, it kind of changes the game. As far as painting miniatures goes, in a good way, right? Because there are absolutely miniatures that I've been eyeballing some of those like Reapers like box sets of like 30 plus or 36 miniatures, and just buying a can of spray on primer and just go outside, prime them, and then either you probably pick up some speed paints and just like blast them out, and then just do a couple like little highlights for detail on them. Because I'm gonna eventually need to have like a good variety of miniatures if we're going to start playing on the tables. Right now I have nothing but player characters. I can use some of these as NPCs and some monsters, but I'm going to need, you know, we're going to need some townsfolk. We're going to need some, you know, city people. And then I'm hoping eventually I am going to try my hand at terrain building as well. Start building some like different terrain pieces and using foam core. Ah, shit. And that's the other cool thing too, is that you don't have to do just like fantasy miniatures. There's tons of other miniatures out there you can paint. I mean, people do like military miniature gaming, war gaming with like World War II era, military vehicles and soldiers, Marines and whatnot, and sailors. Model airplanes is a form of this, doing like model airplanes. You can absolutely start painting. Oddly enough, my grandfather, so my mother's father, he was big into model airplane building, like big. Like it was his thing, and he would paint them and put them together, paint them, and then he had museum grade glass display cases that he would set them all up in, little people running around, on the flight line. So it kind of makes sense that I got into this. It's kind of in my blood, I guess you can say. And the other tip I would give you, Whitakers, is a decent set of brushes, right? If you're looking at Amazon, and I found these for like $10, and they're really good for the price. But like if you need a decent set of brushes, that'll totally change the game for you. The brushes they usually give you in those kits aren't the best. It's a good place to start to see if it's something you would be interested in, but definitely if it's something you are interested in, get a new set of brushes. And expect to buy them again and again and again and again. So this guy doesn't have a lot of detail on him, but if you want him, I want him to look good, so I'm doing multiple colors on things. I'm not gonna just be real basic and I could get away with doing a single color across the board on this guy, on his outfit. But some of them, man, it's like when they start putting things close to other, like his arm is like bent here, so like one color thing is right in the crease of his elbow, and then so you gotta just barely paint that part so you don't go over. And we do get to try, we are going to get some starter bits and go for it. If we enjoy it and want to do more, then we can invest in better brushes, etc. 100%. It's a blast. It's a good hobby. It's a good. Huh? I'm slouching. What's that? Okay. Wait, stay in the house. What did you say? Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Mm-hmm. Stay out of the closet. Hey, did you guys all hear that? There is going to be a sequel to Ghostbusters movie that just came out. They announced it. They're going to do another one. I really enjoyed Afterlife, the new Ghostbusters movie. I know there's couple people, like critics and whatnot, I've read that they kind of tore it apart a bit, but I don't know. That was pretty fantastic. Yeah, we're not get around to seeing Afterlife yet, but heard it was great. I loved it, man. Absolutely loved it. I own it now. As soon as it came out, I was like, I gotta buy it because I own all the other ones, including the 2016 one. Which, look, you know, a lot of people shit all over it. It was not a great movie at all, but it's entertaining enough, and my daughter likes it, and so it's like, you know. The Batman is getting a sequel. I have yet to see the Batman. Ugh, I need to. What happened? Did you drop it on your foot? Oh, buddy. I thought you were mad that we haven't seen the Batman yet either, huh? Let me see, where'd it hurt? Right there?
No, not that.
Oh, on your toe? Oh, wow, you might get a little bruise on your toe. Why are you always beating yourself up?
Yeah, my toe.
You want me to kiss it for you?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah.
All right. It's okay, buddy. Go play, okay? Be careful. Don't mash your other toe now, okay? Are you poopy?
No,
Okay. It's okay, buddy.
Go play.
You don't want to go play? Do you want to hang out here with me?
No.
Okay. But look, I'm painting though, okay? You can watch. But you can't be over here crying. There's no crying and painting. There's no crying and painting. No crying over spilt Nuln oil. Nuln oil. I know, buddy. It'll feel better soon. You want to play with Daddy's old glasses? Okay. He was over there playing with my my old Darth Vader lightsaber, one of the original generations of the Force FX lightsabers. And he dropped it on his toe. And it's not a light thing. Alright, I mean, I guess I can do a little bit more of the yellow on this. Maybe needs another coat. Oh, so I know what it was. I started saying earlier. So when I first started painting that miniature, I was following these ladies. It was actually 3 of them. Well, it was 2, but they had like a Gaston painting as well, and they were painting it. And the one said she was like, yeah, you know, I'm not really a professional painter. I don't really consider myself doing this as like, you know, I'm a really good painter of miniatures. What she said was, but I did it one time on stream, and my people started to really enjoy watching me paint these, so I just kept doing it. And I was like, holy smokes, you can stream painting miniatures. And so that's why I basically every Wednesday since then has been painting miniatures on my stream. Today I just so happened that I wanted to paint again today, so I'm streaming it. You know, and I thinking about taking a break from Elden Ring. I'm kind of getting a little burnt out on Elden Ring. I mean, there's just so much in that damn game. It's not hard to get burnt out on. The other thing too, Whitakers, if you're looking at painting miniatures, be prepared to waste paint. Because you never know how much you need ultimately. And then you waste it. And it happens. It's just like a, oh well. What are you going to do? Like that was probably too much paint right there.
No, wait a minute.
You're okay now?
No, no, okay.
You're not okay? Why not? How can you get better? You don't know? I kissed your toe. That didn't help? I thought it did help.
Yeah, my color. You go inside.
Yeah. Drop some more of that flesh tone on here again. I know, buddy, but I don't know what to tell you. I mean, I'm sorry you got hurt, buddy. You'll be okay though. It'll get better. It just hurts for a little bit. Yeah. Hey, let me have that. Found a beer bottle cap.
Yeah,
Those get found over here in my corner sometimes. Your poopy? You want to go get a diaper and wipes and I'll change your diaper for you?
No.
If we go upstairs, you're going to take a nap.
I'm gonna take a nap.
Well, why not? So we're trying to he's been weaning off of taking naps. I think I talked about this yesterday, but every single time we go to pick up my daughter from school, we have to wait in the parking lot for a little bit. He falls asleep. So he still needs a nap. His body is not quite ready to be done with naps. It's funny how then you hit a point in life where it's man, you wish you could take a nap, and you just can't. There's just no way to get in there. I'm not going to be able to get in there and paint that backside of his coat on the inside. I can't reach in there with my paintbrush even. even with a long bristle. Well, I guess I could paint over his shoes too. And that's going to bug the shit out of me though, because I'm going to see that every time I look at this figure. Other people might not, but I'll know what's there. Have you, Frosty? Did you see that WizKids they're releasing a new line of. It's already out. They're already out. Of miniatures for D&D, and they're like they come on the frames. They're like, and maybe they're not new, but the game store I go to just started carrying them. Kind of like how Citadel, Warhammer figures come on pieces, and you can like. So you assemble the head, you paint the head separate, you paint the body, arms separate, you paint everything separate, then you assemble. Supposedly easier to paint, I don't know, but it looks really cool. They're not cheap though. So I'm gonna need to like maybe save up some money, buy one to give it a shot, give it a try. But I know there's one person in this house that'll say something if I come home with more miniatures. And it's not me. What's wrong, bud? You're sad?
Yeah.
Why are you sad?
It's ceremony. Right? It's sad.
Okay. How's your Ninja Turtles movie? You don't like it? That's messed up, man. Alright, give me a minute. I'll put that on for you. Bear with me, I'm gonna go put a new thing on the TV for him. That one?
No.
That one?
No.
That one?
No.
You don't want this? You just pointed this and said you want this, so this is what you're watching. What do you want? You want Spider-Man? Quit itching your butt. upstairs. Your room. I will be right back, people. Hang in there. I'm sorry. Wow. That was something else. Let's just say he definitely pooped his pants. I'll never understand when kids lie about that. Like, what? I put it on for you. Spider-Man. What did you want? You're not going to let me stream today, are you? What do you want to watch? Bless him, all right. Yeah, he's a good boy. I just don't know. He's like very, very sensitive and emotional today, and I don't know why. Like, we had a really good start to the day. So like I was saying earlier, I have a camper, and I went out there with the brush and was cleaning it and got the roof and the solar panels cleaned off, and he was out there playing in the soapy water with me. You know, like, I was having fun. It was warm out, so he wasn't wearing a shirt. I wasn't wearing a shirt. Probably scared some neighbors, but I don't care. And it was just really nice. We had a good time, and then we came in, and like it just at that point when we came in, he just became like, just kind of like, I don't know, really sad, emotional boy. You don't want Spider-Man? Okay, let's go find something for you, but you're not telling me what you want. What do you want? You want this? But you gotta tell me what you want, buddy. You're not telling me. Okay, what do you want, buddy? What do you want? What do you want to watch? You're not telling me. What do you want? That one? Okay. This is the first one I had on for you, just so you know. Enjoy. Lord. Voivod, how is it going? Welcome to the stream. Today we are painting a Dwarven Wizard. Apologize for me giving the chair stream there, but my boy is he's struggling this morning. Got some bits to do. We'll keep you tabbed up. Have an awesome rest of your stream. Lurk away. Thank you so much for that lurk. Everybody, if you have not done so yet, be sure you check out some of these people in my stream today. Sorry, Voivod. I am painting a Dwarven Wizard today. And struggling with my son. What? You want more what? Go do it. I don't understand what you're saying. Give him a beer and he'll be good to go. He's 2 years old. Normally he takes a nap around this time, but he's been not napping. You want to go upstairs and take a nap? Okay, and watch a show. Which is why I stream during the days, because my daughter's at school. He's napping usually. I don't know what you want, buddy. Do you want to sit with Papa? You want to say hi to everybody? You want more movie? What do you want to watch? I put on 3 things that you said you wanted, and you keep coming over here. What do you want? Did it turn off? Hang on, guys. I'm so sorry. Sorry, I don't know why it turned off like that. So you gotta tell me it stops, okay? If it does that. Lord. When they stop needing a nap, the horror 100%. How dare take care of a child? Boo. Yeah, thank you. I know. I appreciate you guys all being understanding. Normally, like if you've been in my streams before, you know my kid runs around all the time. He does his own thing. This is like my time to stream. He does a really good job. But for whatever reason today, he's very, very clingy. He still needs a nap. He's just fighting. We just weaned him off of the pacifier. Because we they say 2 to 3 years old they should be done with it. He's 2, and my daughter stopped at just after I want to say maybe 14, 15 months. She stopped using a pacifier. But for whatever reason, my son is he did not want to let it go. Yeah, that's the word we usually use, but I didn't want to say it out loud because he'll hear it and be like, "Oh yeah, I used to have those." So we've been trying to, and so ever since then he's just been not wanting to sleep or take naps. He goes to bed at night. Well, he but again, like I was saying, we'll go to pick up my daughter from school and he falls asleep in the truck. So yeah, I'm gonna be I'm okay with waiting for that. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna try to enjoy these young years while I can. Voivod, if you don't mind me asking, have you been on my streams before? I apologize. I'm trying to remember your name. And if not, if so, etc. How did you find my stream? Were you searching keywords for painting, Dungeons and Dragons? And just so everybody is aware, you are new to me. Well, then in that case, welcome. I'm so happy you stopped in. And just so everybody is aware, though, I will be streaming actual live Dungeons and Dragons games, starting with a new campaign coming up here soon. Just so everybody knows that you will be able to catch some D&D time with myself DMing. Maybe even if my buddy Kel, if he's going to DM his game, maybe he'll let us stream that. I don't know. It's up to him, because I'm not going to stream somebody else's game I'm a player in if they don't want it streamed. We're going to start doing that and maybe even uploading them onto my YouTube channel. And again, I'm hoping that I will be able to start playing some in-person D&D games eventually with these miniatures I paint, and even get them onto camera as well. Mine just became mobile, and that is the only good thing about it, not having to take her everywhere. Yeah, until they start getting to things. What's wrong? Why does it keep stopping, bud? I don't know. But hey, Voivod, don't forget to hit that follow button so you'll always know when I go live. Get yourself notifications when I come on. I usually do play games. Wednesday is my normal painting day. But I just felt like painting today. I had so much fun painting yesterday. I wanted to paint again today. What we did yesterday was this. I like to call him the master of the Lollipop Guild. Because he's a Dwarven Wizard holding a scepter that's supposed to give this. I don't know what the point of it was, but I love how the miniature turned out. I hate this lollipop. I want to get rid of it. But anyway, for whatever reason, his show just keeps turning off. Okay, we're not going to watch these little short episodes, buddy. I want you to watch something that's going to last, okay? Because these are 2 minutes long, and for whatever reason, they're not Why does it not just play all of them? No, you're gonna have one as well, okay? There we go. Black Panther. I'm not. If it does it again, buddy, it's getting turned off. Because I'm not gonna keep doing this, okay? Or when it stops, hey, when it stops, push that button right there, okay? Well, Voivod, I'm very happy you're here. I love seeing new people, new faces in my streams. Just it's a bit of a bummer that today's stream turned out to be you get to see less of my face because I keep getting up to deal with the boy. Oh, right on. Tuesday and Thursday mornings you browse D&D category. Well, fantastic. Yeah, I think I'm kind of an oddball because I stream in the mornings. A lot of people don't, but for whatever reason, it's what clicked for me. No problem on that shout out, Whitakers. My girls are all big now. They think they're allowed to have their own opinions and stuff. Yeah. My daughter's 6. My son is 2. My daughter's turning 7 this summer. She's like 6 going on 14 because she has an attitude and she can be a little smart mouth sometimes. She is very, very smart for her age, very well developed. In fact, she started school about a year or 2 before everybody else did. So she was in preschool. She did 2 years of preschool because she was so young. They wouldn't let her into kindergarten, so she did another year of the preschool. But she was bored with it, and anyway. But she's got some sass on her, that's for sure. At the end of my streams, when I do painting to Voivod, I usually get somebody to shout out something they want to hear from the Monster Manual. I also have the original 1977-78 Monster Manual. It's always fun to read out of that one. Just hearing how things have like changed from the 70s to now with D&D, it's crazy. Well, first of all, it's crazy just, first 8 D&D, first edition of D&D, and then going to like AD&D, and then second edition AD&D, and then third edition D&D, and then just the amount of change that they've and everything they put into it is crazy. I think she could do whatever she wants now, and I dropped the bomb of okay, then pay rent, your car insurance, and all of that. LOL. Hey, listen, I ended up having to I paid rent when I was young, living at home. But it was when I moved out, and then I had to move back in at like 21 or something for about a year or so, and I paid monthly rent then, which makes sense. I wasn't a teenager. So sometimes I bet they would have, if I gave them the chance to charge me rent, they probably would have. I was not the best kid in high school. So Voivod, what's your favorite class to play as in D&D? Come up with a hair color for this guy. DM. All right, I'm usually the DM in my group. I don't often get to play as a player, which is all right. I do enjoy DMing, but sometimes it is nice to be a player. My buddy did run a game, and it was nice because I got to be a player next to my my cousin. Him and I got to be in the same party together. It was just me and him. It was a 2-player game. I was a wizard. He was in that one, I think he was a ranger. So we had a wizard and a ranger. Forever DM by preference. Okay. So I said I was going to do a shirt or a hair color for him. I think instead I'm going to do his shirt real fast. We're just going to kind of go for like a little bit of a linen color maybe. There we go. About right there almost. I think that's a little better. Maybe just a touch more of the brown. Just kind of going for some dingy looking linen, An old dingy shirt. Yeah, I don't mind being DM. It is nice to be like I'm kind of so I'm really excited for Spelljammer's release this August and Dragonlance. But Spelljammer's I think I'm gonna have a lot of fun with that. Um, I kind of want to be a player. I don't really want to DM it because I want to play it. You know what I'm saying? But more than likely, I will end up being the DM on that too. I'm hoping to be able to visit my cousin in the fall, and we can play it. He actually used to do a lot of Star Trek Attack Wing, and so he has a game table with like a space background and planets and stuff. And I was like, oh man, we could play Spelljammer and use that as like the backdrop for the ship combat and everything. Look how cool would that be? That is an astral plane. I'm excited to have a 5e resource. 100%, dude. I'm actually going to be running a Strixhaven campaign here soon, and in my campaign of Strixhaven, I'm going to have it take place in the astral plane. So I told my players, I said, listen, you can play any class you want from any setting. So you could be, if you wanted to be a knight fighter from the Dragonlance setting, or a barbarian from Dark Sun. Maybe you're a drow from Faerun, the Forgotten Realms. They're all being picked to attend the college, the University of Strixhaven, and it's going to take place in the astral plane. So there's going to be like a really cool, like, everybody's going to get an episode 0 for each of their, like a one-off, episode 0 for each of their characters on how they get to the university. I'm really excited to run that. But Spelljammer, I can't wait. Cannot wait. I'm a huge fan of Sea of Thieves, and I'm a huge fan of Star Wars. So it's like space opera meets piratey meets D&D. I never played Spelljammer back in, it was before my time. I was born in 1985, so I was not really playing D&D back in that started in 80. Did it start in 84 or 86, somewhere around there, and ended in 92, 93? My cousin's really excited for Dragonlance, though, for him, Dragonlance, because he used to read all those books, and so for him it was like when that was announced, it was a big point of excitement for him. If you are on Hover, you can find me on Hover. I have yet to find a way to put a link in here for Hover, but I did stream the D&D Direct that they released, and then I have some clips on Hover. I think they're also on my Twitch channel for those clips if you wanted to see them when they announced that. I'm pretty excited too for the Neverwinter expansion they're putting out there, but I just never really found. I like Neverwinter. I haven't really had anybody willing to play it with me. But I just recently started collecting D&D memorabilia and the books. I have a stack of old, a bunch of these old Dragon magazines that I've been collecting. It's a trip going through there and reading the articles and everything. It's a blast. How do I like Hover? I think it's great. Just like every social media content creation platform, you have to be adding content daily, right? So like 3 to 4 videos a day to be getting the traction from it. If not, you just kind of get stagnant. The algorithm is not in your favor, etc. So so take that how you want to take it. So I like it. I just you gotta be constant on it. Constant. So he has these like bracers on, and they almost look metallic, or like they're like metal armor, right? So I might actually run with that. Let's do this. I'm gonna get down here and paint this fur. There's boots. You mostly focus on my efforts here, so maybe I won't try there yet. Well, here's a creepy your creepy Nightbot. Thanks for that lurk, Frosty. Here's the thing though, Voivod, you have so it's you. So here's the cool thing about it. You connect your Twitch account to Hover, and as long as if you make any clips on Twitch, those will appear in Hover, and you can post them on Hover directly from the app. So it's actually really easy and works in tandem with Twitch. However, you just got to be making the clips, right? So for me, I have to, like, when I say something funny or I remember something happened, I try to remember or write down the timestamp so then I can go in after the fact and make a bunch of clips. And I kind of fell off the wagon. I was doing really, really well with that, but then I went and took a vacation down to Florida, and I wasn't active at all for a week, and I'm trying to get that momentum back. But definitely just download it, give it a shot, and give me a follow. And I'll do the same. I am really happy too, though, that Wizards of the Coast bought D&D Beyond, and I'm also happy that they're going to start doing regular like D&D Direct announcements and stuff. Like that's the kind of shit I like. I like seeing that involvement, that interaction from the creators and the developers with the fan base. You know, like as nostalgic as I can be about TSR. Right, it's Gary Gygax. That's the origins. TSR is Dungeons and Dragons, right? That's where it all came from. Wizards of the Coast has done well. I've heard a lot of negative things about like being an employee at TSR. That said, Wizards of the Coast has done such a wonderful job with D&D and have brought D&D to such a mainstream level. I mean, 100% agree. You almost have to. It's you don't have to, I guess. You could just be focusing on what we have now and be okay with it. But like the people that I know a lot of people that were diehard 3 and 3.5 fans, right? They went to Pathfinder, or they didn't. They still play old 3E games. Excuse me. And a lot of people that really hated 4th edition rules, and I'm in a position now of my life where I can afford Dungeons and Dragons material, so obviously I'm latched on to 5e. I think 5th edition is phenomenal. I played 4e too, is what was the last stuff that like source books that I owned. I played a lot of 3.5 with my buddies a long time ago as a player. And then that was kind of took a break from D&D, and then latched on to 4th edition, and then took a break from D&D again, and then now I'm all about 5e, and I love it yeah. Anyway, but yeah, you can definitely be nostalgic. But anyway, what I was going to say though is I think Wizards of the Coast has done a really great job with Dungeons and Dragons. It's such a it was such, even when I was younger, it was such a like not a taboo, but like a people didn't care about D&D and unless you were really into it, but people weren't casual about it. You either didn't care or you were in it. And I think now they've opened it up to such a a huge audience, and large in part to the internet, the Critical Role people, you know, the internet allowing people to play over computers, you know, Roll20, D&D Beyond. I'm going to do Roll20 on the next campaign I'm running, but we did for this last campaign and one we're on right now that I'm a player in is we're using Tabletop Simulator through Steam. So it's just such a great time to be alive and be a D&D player or fan of Dungeons and Dragons. I feel like it took me a really long time to say all of that. There's still black paint there? No. Well, I need black paint. I need to make these boots. I don't want to waste. Is this going to work? This might. What's your favorite feature / attack / ability in a monster? So one of my most all-time favorite monsters, like absolute favorite, is a gelatinous cube. And I think one of my favorite, what is it called? Is it Absorb? Is that what it's called now? Where like if it touches you, you have the players have to do a it's just and I think a dexterity check, I believe. And I think what I love about it is that it's such a moment of panic for the players if it's role played right. You know, you have this somewhat invisible cube that you see now or you don't, or you have floating coins and weapons, you know, like moving down the hallway at you, and by the time you finally catch it and you see it, maybe it's too late, and you have to do that dex check to see if you're going to be starting to get sucked into it. You know, as your clothes start to get deteriorate from the acid. You start to get acid burns on your flesh as it's pulling you in closer and closer to the center or deeper in. That's one of my favorites. I think from a kind of a traditional dungeon setting, it can lead to some really great moments of panic in your players. And not that like you want your players to panic, but if you get your players panicking, you're doing a great job as a DM. You're making them, you know, really get into the dungeon crawling aspect of it, and like this whole like, holy shit, I fail, like I'm getting sucked into this cube. It's probably one of them. We just read about revenants last night, so like I said earlier, I try to end my streams when I do my D&D painting miniature streams. We tend to read out of Monster Manual, OG or current or whatever. And I let people in my audience pick something to read about. And yesterday was Revenants. And I think that aspect of a Revenant that hey buddy, hush. The fact that they will stop at nothing and essentially are immortal, essentially they're undead, but the fact that they don't stop. Yeah, they have 1 year to hunt down and kill the person that did them wrong, or party or group of people that did them wrong. And the fact that, like, I think it would be a really cool, as a DM, a really cool homebrew campaign to have an NPC Revenant recruit recruit the party to help it like attack a very, very powerful being, right? I don't know, maybe like an elder god or just something, you know, I don't know, something powerful, right? Because a revenant, if what killed them or did them wrong is too strong, it will recruit others to help them complete its goal. And then the cool part is the revenant can die in battle, but it'll just possess another corpse and come back as something else. I don't know. Revenants were really cool too. That was a fun read, and I have to thank my cousin Vinny for doing a shout out of a Revenant because it was his idea to read about that one, and I didn't really have a whole lot of knowledge on him until then. So really fun. I think that would be a really fun campaign to run with the party being recruited by somebody maybe not fully aware that it's a Revenant. Yes, and anything that'll eat a player is very dramatic, and it gives you that, it gives that sense of like, oh shit, what do I do now? I need to try to get out of this. Like this is bad. Like this is happening. There's not much I can do about it right now until my next turn because I failed my stupid dexterity save. Man, when they made the mold of this miniature, they did not want you painting the back of his feet or back of his legs. Or the inside back of his cloak. Hopefully nobody's going to notice that. I will always notice it, unfortunately. He's at that point, too, where he's like, there's like not a whole lot, there's a lot of the base coating's done, so it just looks like there's no detail work done, there's no shading done, so it looks like color. And it doesn't really mesh well together until you start to actually blend it in, start to do the details and the shading. So I was talking about this yesterday too. I actually had a moment where my daughter has shown interest in D&D. She's 6 years old. Again, she can read like a champ. She has an imagination like you wouldn't believe. She can understand a lot of things. I think she could play. Every time we try to create a character, she loses interest. Like it's like not that she can't read or that she can't grasp the concept. She just can't focus on something for that long. And she finally came to me the other day and was like, Dad, I think I'm ready to play Dungeons and Dragons with you. And I was like, you run a lot of high level stuff and got a few microbrews that you're working on that move most of the creature attacks and creature's attacks and movement to legendary actions. Really changes the feel of combat. All right, I've been playing RPGs with my kids since they were little. Tried No Thank You. Yeah, I've heard No Thank You, Eva. I heard about that one. I heard that's a perfect way to introduce kids into D&D. Really short and concise little adventures. Cool. I think I might have to do that. Fun. It is fun, buddy. You'll learn one day. Yeah, I've been playing tabletop games for quite a while myself. For the longest time, my favorite tabletop game, and it's became a favorite because I'm a big fan of pirates, but I also love the system, is 7th Sea. If you haven't played 7th Sea, you need to check it out. The roll and keep system is in my opinion, one of the most solid RPG systems ever made. Easy to learn, easy to play, and you can put it towards anything. Dungeon Squad is better as a feeder into D&D. Even your 2-year-old could play No Thank You Evil though. All right, that's awesome, man. Thank you so much for talking about that with me. Because I've No Thank You Evil. I've heard about that one, and the guy at the game store is the one who told me about it. I feel bad. I don't know his name. The guy at the game store guy, comic shop guy, like from The Simpsons. Remember that? No, thank you. All right. Let's get some gold going on this now. Maybe some plate for metal for that. Those bracers. I don't know. I can't tell. If they're. We'll see what they look like. Huh? I need a needle. Some of them are game store girls, but that's what you just call them. Yeah, that's dudes at my game shop, and I really enjoy the shop I go to. I've had some bad experiences at some of the other ones in town. No! What? Oh. Jeez, I thought my boy unplugged the modem. Hey, get away from over there. I don't know what happened there. There was like, it locked up. I panicked. Sorry, buddy. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of the gatekeeping that can happen in the gaming community, and it can be intimidating because it's a lot of stuff, man. And so if you're just trying to get into like the gaming world, and your only exposure is maybe your only exposure is Dungeons and Dragons, you know, like you don't want, I don't know. I've had some, like I said, I've had some bad experience at some of the game shops in town. Excuse me. I've heard of some game stores in Seattle, or not of specific ones, but I've heard of the gaming scene in Seattle. Lots of it there, 100%. Lots of unwarranted hostility to other versions of games. Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. If you're not a D&D fan, if you don't prefer AD&D or well, I don't know anybody that prefers AD&D, but 3rd edition or 3.5 edition, and it's just like, why, man? What if I'm just playing what is getting source material constantly put out for it right now? You know what I mean? Like, or what if I just like what I like, and why do you have to tell me otherwise? Just want to run the games people want to play. I just want to play the games I want to play, and then if I can get people to play with me, that's fantastic. I had actually looked into DMing for commission not too long ago, but for me, it's just the thing I have about that is it's hard enough finding time to play right now. I don't want to be trying to set it up with other people, a bunch of random people's schedules, etc. Tens unit. Tens unit is this, and it's used during my gaming streams to add comedic effect. Where the hell did that paintbrush go? There it is. When I'm playing video games and not, painting. But it's basically, it's a device you strap onto your body in places with these. It causes an electric shock to go into it, and it helps contract and muscles. It's designed to help break up fascia and relax muscles and all that, but it also contracts muscles, and so I put them on my arm, and then you're trying to play and your arms are, it's just something silly to make my stream different, I have yet to have anybody redeem the 4,000 bit one. One, because it's 4,000 bits, I'm sure. Two, I don't know if I'm upset about that, because I don't know if I'm ready to put it on my face. Crank it up to 11. This one goes to 11. Well, why don't you just make 10 the highest setting and turn it to 10, and then there you go. But this one goes to 11. One of the best fucking movies ever, man. Love it. When you've got more time, you're getting those bits. All right, man, bring it on. I'm a little nervous, but bring it on. There are some channel point redemptions for it as well, but that's just to wear it on my arms for the 10 minutes or whatever that it's supposed to be on. One of my regulars, Ashley, she has done that one. In fact, she just did it the other day. I was playing Elden Ring, and I was wearing it. For now, I've got to go make the donuts. Have a good rest of your stream. Voivod, thank you so much for sticking around and hanging out. Thank you very much for that follow. I look forward to seeing you in my streams more often. We always have fun. Your fear is delicious. My Freer is delicious. What? I don't understand. Take her easy. Have a great one. Don't work too hard and enjoy your day. This guy's coming along pretty well. I think we're gonna. So I did those bracers in a plate metal. We're gonna say they're plate metal. We're gonna say he's wearing metal braces on his arms. Why? Because he's a wizard. Why would a wizard not have metal braces on his arms? He's also a dwarf, though. Again, different breed, right? But we're gonna add some gold accents onto his. He has these little like circular medallions, almost like pauldrons on his shoulders, with triangles in them, maybe? I can't tell. And then he has a belt buckle, a big old belt buckle that's got a lion's head on it. So we're going to hit that with some gold. Actually, we're going to hit the lion's head with some plate metal first, actually. Now that I'm seeing this and thinking about this, let's hit it with plate metal. We'll do gold trim on the buckle. We want it to be metallic, obviously, because it's metal. This way we're not like overloaded with just a big gold lion face, right? Man, I tell you what, my allergies are kicking in today. Hey buddy, can you go play with that over there?
No.
I don't mind. Hey, good call, Kel. I was literally just about to take a drink. I felt a little parched. Oh, Kel, when are we gonna run when are we gonna play that campaign? When are we gonna finish that campaign? We need to start planning days. I want to play D&D. I want to play D&D. Get with me for a time. Free today, dude. Hit me up. You're with me right now. That's better. Sundays will continue to be the best day for me to play. Just because of the family schedule. Yeah, the ranger wants to know too. All right, now he's on the spot. Sundays will be hard for the next few weeks. Got a busy schedule coming up. That does not concern me, but I guess I'll go with it. I mean, so here's the thing. I could do weekdays as well. I could do Saturday evenings as well, but I know Vinny has his games on Saturday, so that's why we went with Sunday to begin with. So I don't know if there's any movability, flexibility there, Vinny. But weekdays work for me as well. I'm okay with that. But you know, like Joey works a set, like a traditional 9 to 5 kind of schedule. Monday through Friday situation. And I know we were gonna do. I think we were gonna bring Joey into it. In fact, I don't know if he made a character yet or not. I need to ask him. Maybe what we should do is we should go into the Discord and we should just kind of like get the discussion started in there, and then everybody can just kind of put like what availability we have. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I do try to be in bed early during the week, or every night, just so I can try to hit the gym as early as possible in the morning. But I am down for you just get that discussion going in Discord, and I will contribute my schedule. Because I'm like, so busy and work and everything. Alright, I got these he's got metal bands on his beard. I need to try to hit that somehow with some of this gold without jacking it all up. May work out best. Okay. How much paint do you think I can ingest before it's going to start causing problems? It's coming along pretty good, guys. Hair color. Let's do a good apple?
Yeah.
Good. Let's try to go for a dirty blondish. Bit of red in there. Come on, find that right shade, Kiko. And that's it right there. To find out when your urine changes colors. I think it'll affect my the other waste faster. But I'll let you know. Not right now, buddy. Oh, I almost went right over that gold band I did. It's looking good. I didn't. Sorry about that. Savvy. Excuse me. It is definitely springtime, guys, because my allergies are getting fired up. Whew. So doing like a reddish, like a strawberry blonde, red hair kind of color. This paint's starting to dry up, so I need to hurry up and get it on there. So I don't have to try to remake another batch of this because that'll be difficult to do. So I really wasn't sure what I did to begin with. All right, that turned out really nice. That color, happy with it. I'm also grateful. I will tell you this though, I need to redo the gold bands because it kind of got a little lost in translation there. In fact, let me get this little guy. Hey, buddy, can you not put all your toys in my back there? Yeah. Yeah.
They're not ice. Not ice.
All right, buddy. All right, so I got to come up with this lapel collar color. Maybe we'll just do more of that beigey linen color I made. All right, bear with me here. I apologize. I will mute my mic, but I have to blow my nose. Eddie, can you go play over there, please? All right, sorry about that, guys. I gotta order more of these brushes. Like this one is shot. Ugh. Don't want to get mixed back up in my You know what? Maybe I should paint it green. The green color. Now that I'm looking at it, it'll be a nice contrast between the yellow coat and this yellow thing, and then. Hey, buddy, I really need you to go play over there, okay? Go. Go play over there. Don't forget your apple. was painting right next to this lapel part, right next to his cheek, and it's like, don't hit his face, don't hit his face. Excuse me. I did not hit his face. But that whole time, that's what I was saying to myself in my head. Like right here, don't hit his hair, don't hit his hair.
Don't do that, Dad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
Buddy.
that. Daddy.
I don't know what the hell that is. All right. Fucking nose, dude. Damn sinuses. You guys get to listen to me like sniff all this whole time. Alright, so we're gonna use that to dry brush on this cloak. This brush is shot too. Burning through brushes today. They're on their last leg anyway. Some brown wash. Let's go ahead and hit the wash on this yellow part. So I had Rat Hammer said when he first used washes on his miniatures, he was like, oh my gosh, it's liquid talent. That was funny. And true. Because I mean, that just, it just looks great. It looks fantastic. Look at that. Not bad, huh? Hit some wash on his pants there to fill in some of those creases. All right, wash is done. We're gonna highlight some gold on his pauldrons, or not his pauldrons, but his bracers here. A little bit there. God damn it. Just keep screwing up this thing. We'll come back to you. Hey, no class, what's up? How's it going? Hope all is well in your world. I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with these spell effects too, and his staff has like a little clear thing on it. We might make that like a gem of some kind up there, crystal. Alright, so any other shading I need to do? We might even be able to do this on this to give it kind of like a... It's wrapped in linen almost. Alright. Excuse me, sorry again for the sniffing. We're going to tone down this metal belt buckle a little bit with a wash. Same with these little like, gold pauldrons up here. I don't want them too dull, but you know, when you got should get some black wash for that. My dry brush highlight color is going to be drying up on my palette here soon. So got some dark in his sleeves there to kind of give it a open appearance, right? Then we're just giving some of that wash detailing on the his back of his cloak here. But we're going to dry brush after the fact to bring out the green color again. I just realized I didn't do the trim on his cloak. Shit. Maybe we won't do any trim on the cloak, because I fucking forgot. Alright, we're going to let that dry. Looks real wet right now, but once it's dry, it's going to look real nice. And then we have to do the gem on his staff, spell effect, eyes. Kid. What are you guys up to today? No class? Guess I could probably do eyes right now, huh? I'm actually getting good at eyes. I'm like really pumped up about that. I just realized my boy also decided to turn the lights off again.
I think it's off. I think lights off.
So we were talking about this earlier with Voivod, but what is everybody's favorite character class to play as? I need to get this dry brushing done now. I can't, man. I can't. It's too wet back there. Oh, buddy.
What?
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. He's doing the pupil, and he just bumped my arm. Can you go turn the light back on? You can see better.
No.
Okay.
I'm running. I can't move in.
Oh, I will, boy.
No.
Oh, yes.
No.
Half orc, yes, I'm aware it's not a class. Just, dude, you and half orcs, man, I don't get it. I do get it. I know you on a personal level, and I definitely feel like a half orc is one of the best class. Like it's you, man. You are absolutely a half orc. The same way that if somebody was like, "Well, Kiko, what would you be if you were in D&D?" I would be a gelatinous cube, except for I wouldn't be a cube. I'd be a sphere, so I would like be not fitting in any dungeons. That's a joke. Little self-deprecating humor. Eddie? Come here. Come here, please. What was that? What are you doing? Stay out of the kitchen. Come here. That's fucking awesome. Pardon my language, but that turned out really great. That lightning. Can you turn the light back on, bud? This doesn't fuck up his hair. It fucked up his hair. Fuck. God bless. Alright, don't try to do that again, Kiko, you ding dong. Alright, let's try to do this dry brushing on this cloak now. Now that it's all dried up. Use that one, I guess. We're almost done, buddy, okay? All right. Eddie, can you go turn the light back on, buddy? Thank you. Thank you. Go turn the light on, please. I don't know what his deal is. Thank you. You're such a helper. All right, before I even forget, I am going on right now to Amazon and I'm ordering another set of these brushes because I'm going to toss some of these out. Did I not? Yeah. No, thank you. No, thank you. Apparently Amazon doesn't want to work. So anyway, we're at nearing the end of the stream. This guy really turned out well. I'm very pleased. What we'll do here next with him is do the basing, and then we will eventually get him sealed up. But I am pleased, very pleased. So next up is two things. Does anybody have anything that they want to recommend that we read out of the Monster Manual today? Now that we are at the end of our stream, anybody? We got paintbrushes to clean. These are pretty much shot. This one's shot. These are not, but we need to clean them. Okay.
Boom, 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 boom,
It is Monster Manual time. Does anybody have anything they want to read? I will go something random if we don't have any requests. Vinny, last time you picked out Revenant, which is a great choice, by the way. Kel, you want to hear something on Monster Manual? And then we got to figure out who we're going to raid. I think, no thank you, buddy. No, out.
No, not out.
Yes, out.
No. It's out. It's out. It's out.
I am not seeing anybody on the from the SSG group though, so we're gonna go ahead and raid. Well, let's raid the Whitakers. Stick with the undead. How about a lich? Let's do it. A lich. Don't know why you like the undead so much. They do make phenomenal adversaries. Here we go. Page 202, if you have a Monster Manual with you and you want to follow along. That is the page we're going to. 202. Or wait, was it 220? Ooh, is my favorite right there. One of my favorites. Yeah, it was 202. Lich. As you can see, not somebody to be trifled with or just looking at them. Bear with me though, I'm going to blow my nose again real quickly so I'm not sniffing in your ears while we're reading this. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do the old mute. Apologies, but thank you for your patience. All right. Liches are the remains of great wizards who embrace undeath as a means of preserving themselves. They further their own power at any cost, having no interest in the affairs of the living except when those affairs interfere with their own. Scheming and insane, they hunger for long-forgotten knowledge and the most terrible secrets. Because the shadow of death doesn't hang over them, they can conceive plans that take years, decades, or centuries to come to fruition. A lich is a gaunt and skeletal humanoid with withered flesh stretched across tight across its bones. Its eyes succumbed to decay long ago, but points of light burn in its empty sockets. It is often garbed in the moldering remains of fine clothing and jewelry worn and dulled by the passage of time. Actually, wasn't there a lich in your campaign, Cal, that we could have run into if we didn't take and listen? All right, buddy, seriously, off, go. You're driving me insane today, buddy.
Hey, mine. My dad.
Secrets of the Undeath. No wizard takes up the path to lichdom on a whim, and the process of becoming a lich is a well-guarded secret. Wizards that seek lichdom must make bargains with fiends, evil gods, or other foul entities. Many turn to Orcus, demon prince of undeath, whose power has created countless liches. However, those that control the power of lichdom always demand fealty and service for their knowledge. A lich is created by an arcane ritual that traps the wizard's soul within a phylactery. Doing so binds the soul to the mortal world, prevent it from traveling to the outer planes after death. Phylactery is a traditionally an amulet in the shape of a small box, but it can take the form of any item possessing an interior space into which arcane sigils of naming, binding, or immortality and dark magic are inscribed in silver. With its phylactery prepared, the future lich drinks a potion of transformation, a vile concoction of poison mixed with the blood of a sentient creature whose soul is sacrificed to the phylactery. The wizard falls dead and then rises as a lich as its soul is drawn into the phylactery where it remains forever. There we go. Could have. They have layers. They are very evil. So here's the thing though, if its soul is trapped forever in that container, like, I want to know, I don't know, I want to know more. I need to know more. Eddie, can you please stop coming back here, buddy? You're messing stuff up.
I'm messing.
You are. You stepped all over my tokens down there, buddy.
No.
You did.
I'll put my head. I'm put my toe.
This kid's gonna drive me insane today.
Eddie.
Need a bigger bookshelf.
Boom. Boom.
All right, so let's go ahead and get a raid going here for the Crazy Whitakers.
Bye, Daddy. You're welcome.
Is it the? No, just. All right, everybody. You have a wonderful day today. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out. I know we did a paint stream yesterday. We did one today again. Tomorrow will be Sea of Thieves. I don't know if I will have the Whale Shark and Ashley with me, but I for sure will be sailing, at least myself, doing some pirate thievery and adventure on the high seas. So come join tomorrow, 10 a.m. Central Daylight Time, which we're on right now, which is stupid. But thank you for hanging out and having fun. As always, Voivod, I know you're not out there, but thank you for that follow today. Kel, thank you again for that resub. 8 months, you rock and roll, man. But have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.